Sorry, started the video mid problem here. So here's the first stuff on the first page, creating your own z function and your own inequalities there. And now we are currently graphing those inequalities to see where our shaded region is. When you graph the first one there, did 0, 0 work? Does 0, 0 work when I plug it in? 0 less than 20, yep. So we should all be shading towards 0, 0 before we get to our next lines. And what type of lines are you graphing with just x? Verts, right? We should be doing a vertical line through 3 and a vertical line through 8. And remember, you went by 2s. Two, 4, 6, 8. Two vertical lines. All right, do you know where your shape is from your shaded region now? Where is your shape? Should be for the x is greater than or equal to 3, 0 didn't work, so you should have shaded to the right of x equals 3 and to the left of x equals 8 and see where they meet right in the middle. So basically in between the two, right? And I'm hoping you see that this is the figure here that I'm going to max out with.
Thank you, sir.
Four points that you can get off. I think 2 of the points should be pretty easy, right? Because you graphed them. 3, 0 is definitely one of the points, and so is 8, 0. Okay, now let's talk. Hey, let's use some math here to find the other two, and I don't want you guessing. Everybody, you see this top left one here? See how it's on the line x equals 3, x equals 3, so the x coordinate has to be 3. We understand why. Now, I don't want you to guess on the y coordinate. You know, is it 16, 17, 18? I can't really tell because I went by 2s. It's on the diagonal line, which had that equation. So those two coordinates have to add to 20. So I know it's 3, and there's no guessing game. The y coordinate's got to be 17 then, because it has to equal 20 if it's on that diagonal line. Same thing goes for the last point. Take a look. It's got to have an x coordinate of what at this point? Gotta. 8, because it's on the line x equals 8. And now if you're unsure, is that 10, 11, 12, 13, etc.? Well, it's got to add to 20. All right, it's on the diagonal line, so the two coordinates x and y have to add to 20. So that's got to be a 12. Or maybe you could see that. Maybe you had great graphing skills. Straight edge was awesome, and maybe it went right through 8, 12. So no issues there. But it's got to fit into that diagonal line inequality. All right, go ahead and find your z's if you haven't already. Go back to your objective function. Plug in x and y, and let's see how much money, the max amount of money we can make doing this, and how many hours of each.
What's 12 times 60, 72. No. 84. I'm sorry. 84 plus 8 and 64. Huh? 7? What's 0 times 7? Wait, what? Which one? Which one are you talking about? So you put the 0 in for y, and then you put the 7 in the y and multiply. So 7 times 0 is 0 to the 10. Yeah, 10. Oh wait, it's just plus 7. No, it's 7y. Oh. Yeah, see? I forgot.
So this is how we can answer this question now. All right, hey, under these restrictions, the most amount of money I can possibly make under these conditions is $164, but I can only make that if, what was X again? I spend 8 hours tutoring, and Y was 12 hours being a teacher's aide for the week. I make a maximum amount of money of $164. So that's how this linear programming works. Under these conditions, here's the max amount you can make, but here's what you got to do to get to it.
How is this different from what we did yesterday? Like making up the...
You're coming up with the restriction. Yesterday, I provided the Z and I provided the inequalities for you. Now you have to say, all right, these are my restrictions. How do I write them as an inequality now? Okay? And look, I even held your hand on this one. Oh, nice, pretty sections, right? Do this first, do this next. Well, now I'm just going to put it all into one paragraph. And we got to pull everything we can out. Oh, we're all landscapers now. Anybody do a little landscaping in the summer? Okay, there we go. We're going to mow some lawns and prune some shrubs, everybody. Yeah! Here we go. Wow. Read through there, huh? It takes you an hour to mow and 3. Wow, that's a lot, huh? 3 hours to prune your shrubs.
How long does it take you?
Mowing my lawn?
Do you have a riding or plus?
No, I don't have the yard size to have a need for a rider. I'd go close to 2, backyard and front yard.
I'm like,
You gotta stop, bag it. I'm a bagging guy, you know. So I don't really. I think I ripped. Yeah, well, we ripped our shrubs out because it was just
is pruning shrubs just like weeding them?
like Edward Scissorhands.
Oh,
I think.
Yeah.
All right, so here you go. So here's what I need, guys. Under all these conditions, what's the max amount that I can make in a day? And how much can I make in a day? And how many lawns and shrubs would that be? All right, so let's write our Z here. Let's write our Z, which is I want to maximize the amount of money for a day. So let's take a focus on the money. Well, hold on. Sorry. Probably do our variables first, huh? X, anybody? Number of lawns, right? And then we'll have Y. That'll be the number of shrubs we do in a day. So X for lawns, Y for shrubs. All right. Let's do Z equals. I want a maximum income, maximum amount of money given these circumstances. So let's look at the money. How much for a lawn? 40 a lawn. 40X plus for your shrubs. 120. So everyone, all right, why those numbers go with the Z? Because the question says you want to have maximum amount of income. So that's why I put the money with it. All right, well, we can't just mow unlimited amount of lawns and shrubs, right? There's only so many hours in the day. And we have some restrictions, it looks like. I can only work a max of 9 hours a day. How long does it take to mow a lawn? 1 hour, shrubs 3. Maximum amount I can work, though, is 9. So you want to put the 1 and the 3 with your lawn and shrubs and tell me what I need to write for a maximum of 9 hours a day? So 1x, right? 1 hour for a lawn plus, well, not y. Doesn't take me 1 hour to do a shrub. 3y, right? 3 hours times how many I'm going to do. But I can, this here can only be 9 hours. Max of 9 hours. So symbol, less than or equal to 9 hours. Yep. And there's one more restriction up there. What's the other restriction I got to pay attention to? I got the max of 9 hours a day.
The intercepts.
No more than 2.
I can only do 2 shrubs a day. Right? I can do 2 shrubs, no more than 2 shrubs a day. So this is only going to be y. And I'm not putting the 3 with it because I'm not talking hours. It's just number of shrub jobs here. That didn't sound right. Is going to be, what do we have, 2? So what do you got for my inequality? Less than or equal to 2. All right, let's go to town. What type of line is that going to be, by the way? Horizontal. Let's roll. Got to be first quadrant. Just take a look at the intercepts first so you see if we can go by ones or not. Getting out 0, 3 and 9, 0. So I think we can go by ones. We can get away with that. Hey, that diagonal line, are we going towards 0, 0 or going away? I plug in 0, 0. Yeah, works, right? So we should be shading towards, and then that horizontal line cuts that triangle down even more. So hopefully we see that. So everyone see the shape here we end up with? Another 4-sided figure. It's definitely 0, 0, right? 3 of those points you graphed already, so you should know, right? It's just that intersection point. So what else do I have? 0, 2. And definitely, what was that one? 9, 0. And then here comes always the tougher one, where the 2 meet each other. And again, it's got to fit into taking your x plus 3 times your y and getting 9. So if you think you have the coordinate, take the x and add that to 3 times your y, and you should get a 9. Not a 10, not an 8. You should get a 9 here. So whatever you think that coordinate is right now, take your x and add it to 3 times your y. Do you get 9? Got anybody confident in that point? That point of intersection?
3 and 2.
3 and 2, yep. 3 plus 2 times 3, which is 6, gives you 9. 3 plus 6 gives you 9. Any other combo I don't think would have worked there. All right, go ahead, find your Z's. And then we'll see how much money I can make a day and how many shrubs and lawns it's going to take. Hey, shocker, guys, if you don't do anything, you make no money. If you're not a big fan of mowing lawns, so you just prune 2 shrubs, still not too much, huh? Well, decent, I guess, 240. You go big time, 9 lawns and stay away from the shrubs, 360. Or if you spread it out, 3 lawns, 2 shrubs, also 360. So what did we find out? There's 2 ways you can make the maximum amount, right? 2 ways. And I don't have fill in the blanks here for you. You're going to have to write a little conclusion statement here. And don't use X and Y. Lawns and shrubs, please. All right, not X equals Y equals. Lawns and shrubs. So we have a max amount of $360 when 9 lawns mowed. I don't need to write in the shrubs because there's none here. Or 3 lawns and 2 shrubs. And I don't need anything crazy. I just don't want X equals Y equals. Actually put the names to them. 3 lawns and 2 shrubs. How we feel about that one? Yeah, I get it. I know, usually I stop here. You're good for the day, but I wanted to do one more. And the only reason I'm doing one more is because I wanted to do a problem that did not involve any money. All right, I want to do a problem that involves no money at all. So what's that Z equal going to be? All right. Any issues here with the shrubs and lawns before we go to the test? All right, go ahead and then read through the last one here. This has nothing to do with money, so I want to at least do one of them that didn't have anything to do with it. All right, so we're taking this test. We want a max score. X and Y first. X and Y. How many of each type of problem to maximize your score? Well, what's one type of problem? Computation. So number of computation problems. And the second type? Number of word problems. Nice. All right. All right, because there's no money involved, how do I get the Z one now? Because usually when I see the money, I just throw that into the Z equals. Remember, you want a highest score possible. What am I going to attach to the computations then?
Point score.
Which is what?
6.
So 6x, right? 6 points a computation plus, what about your word problems? Because everyone all right why I'm attaching the 10 and the 6 for the Z? Because that's going to get me my max score here. All right, I don't have unlimited problems and a limited time here to get the highest score ever. All right, there's restrictions. Let's start with the time, not with the time. 2 minutes for a computation, 4 for a word problem, but you only have 40 minutes. Can you come up with an inequality there? 2 minutes of computation, 4 minutes for a word problem, but total, you can't do more than 40. Can't do more than 40. What do we have? Taking a stab at this? So I don't have to go to the numbers here. Nick, what do you got there, stud?
2x plus 4y is less than or equal to 40.
Yep, 2x plus 4y. Those are the minutes. Can't go more than 40, so less than or equal to 40. Good deal. And then there's one more restriction.
May answer no more than 12.
I can't answer more than 12. I'm not attaching the minutes here. I'm not talking about minutes. I just 12 problems, that's all you can do. You can do less, but you can't do any more than 12. No more than 12. That second restriction, what are we going to write here?
X plus Y.
Just X and Y, right? Number of problems less than or equal to 12. You only can do 12. All right, let's do it. Let's see what our max score can be and how many problems each it'll take. Intercepts, right? Find your intercepts first. Last problem, dig deep, finish it. Find your intercepts to see what we got to go by. I don't know if ones is going to cut it here. Ooh, definitely not with the 20 there. Definitely not going by ones.
6.
Here, another thing. Randomly came about mine from like 7th grade. I'll tell you, I'm gonna do this. Spanish.
I think both of them you're shading towards 0, 0. So you get another 4-sided figure, I hope.
I wasn't sure which 12 it is, but that is randomly came about mine.
Another one of these, right, where 3 out of the 4 are pretty easy. The fourth one, though, remember, it's got to add to 12. X and Y have to add to 12. 2 times your X and 4 times your Y have to add to 40. We got 0, 0. What was that? 12, 0. What's that top one there? 0, 10. Everybody got that fourth point? Got to add to 12, right? Got to add to 12, and 2 times the X plus 4 times the Y got to give me 40. What is it, Jake?
4 and 8.
4, 8 is the one. 4, 8 is that point of intersection. Yep. All right, so you score 0 if you don't answer anything. You'll score a 72 if you only do computation. You'll score a, what do I got here? Nope. Yep, 100 if you do the 10 word problems. But if you do 4 and 8, you get what, 104 points? All right. So finishing, write me a little conclusion statement. You get a max score of 104 if 4 word problems, 4 computation, and 8 word problems are done. All right, good job. You get practice tomorrow, and that's it. We're done with the unit. Actually, I'll pass back your quizzes when we get back from break so you guys can see exactly what type of questions will be on there. They'll be a little more fresh than handing them back right now.